Hi, it's Matt Simmons with Curbside Laundries. I just wanted to thank everybody for taking time out of your day to attend today's webinar about navigating your way through the stay-at-home economy. We have about 250 attendees or people who are registered. What winds up happening is everybody goes to join right on the hour at about 11 o'clock Pacific time. And it takes a couple minutes for people to download the software and get connected and put this webinar together in about 1 week, put about 60 hours into it. And to be honest, I didn't really want to do it. It's just there's something we found out that could help out your business a lot from We've Got a Laundromat, and I'll get into that a little bit, but there's some really important stuff as far as where the money is, where the revenue is, where the customers are, and I'll be getting into that real soon and how to tap into that, because I know people are having a tough time right now. So this is actual information you could use, and I hope you find it helpful. First off, just wanted to give a shout out to Sudsy.com. That's where we get our supplies from. And they've just been very generous to the whole laundry community with CLA, with everybody. Their prices are really good. Mention Curbside and you get 5% off your first order. Family owned and just great people to work with. Also, and this is kind of just a little secret between you and I, but I wound up getting kicked off or banned from the Facebook group, the CLA Facebook group. And, I know there's some talk, like you may get censored or this or that, but the thing is so people have different opinions of the CLA. The CLA, I just want to say, whatever your personal, whatever issue is, if you do, they are phenomenal and they are stepping up like crazy. So, if you got a post removed, who cares? That's peanuts, okay? These guys are doing an amazing, amazing job. You got Brian Wallace is the president of CLA, and and they've got a whole team there, Nika, a whole bunch of people, and they are at bat helping laundromats because we are an essential business. And this guy's on the phone. I mean, these are our lobbyists in a sense. Well, they are, and so it's just more important than ever to support the CLA. And the reason being is entire states may not have allowed laundromats to remain open during this time. So it is just super, super important to, this guy's on the phone, and it's not because the legislators think laundromats are not important, it's just a lot of these politicians don't realize how important laundromats are. The saying is wash your hands and wash your clothes are two of the most important things you could do to stay clean, to stay healthy. And so this guy's on the phone letting people know that not everybody has a washing machine inside their home. And so we are essential for the community. So I just want to thank Brian Wallace and CLA. I know times are tough right now, but I think it's more important than ever to support them financially because they are at bat going to work for us. All right, so a little bit about us. This is our Laundromat Super Suds. We're over in Long Beach, California, and it's a family business. It's been open since the 1990s, and our wash and fold was at about $8,000 a month. My brother Aaron Simmons, came into the picture around 2010 and figured out how to grow our business like bananas. So we're now up to over $60,000 a month in just wash and fold. This is just wash and fold, these numbers you see right here. And a big part of that is also pickup and delivery. We were looking for software a while back, and there wasn't anything just designed just for laundromats, for the in-store and pickup and delivery. And so at some point we said, we're going to start losing customers as fast as we're getting them if we don't come up with a solution to keep everything organized and make it easy for customers to track their orders and place orders online. So that's how we got into the software business. And so just a little bit about us, and we'll get into why you're here. Over here, we offer 3 different things with Curbside Laundries. One is a point of sale terminal. So that's, a kiosk. It has a built-in thermal ticket printer. It connects to the scale, so the software could grab the weight automatically. And it's designed for laundromats. So it follows the process. So you're not using restaurant point of sale software that is kind of tweaked a little bit to kind of work with laundry. This is designed for laundromats from the ground up. So it tracks everything from the initial weight to the final weight, to how they paid. It texts the customers when it's time to pick up the clothes. It does it all. We also integrated into the software, have a pickup and delivery web app. So that's what the customers use to schedule their pickup and deliveries. And then finally, we have a laundromat website. We provide a website designed for laundromats. And this is one of our keys to success. So when you look at the previous graph as far as how did we do that in terms of raising our revenue like on a ramp like that, it turns out your keyword, your web presence is the driving factor of new customers being able to find you. And that's true now more than ever, because people are staying at home and they're using their phones and they're doing searches using their phones. They're shopping using their phones. They're not going to the mall. They're not driving around to see if you're open. They're looking online to see if you're open. So your web presence is key. And after this webinar, I recommend everybody right clicks on their icon for their web browser and then do incognito mode. I'll show you that in a little bit. And see about your own web presence, how you're ranking. So what we did was we went to an Inc. 500 company and built out this webinar. It was about $20,000, $30,000 at that time, and that was $2010, not $2020. And this company researched what brings laundromat websites to the front page of Google. They spent 2 weeks, a whole team of 4 people, about $800 an hour, and we paid a lot of money for 2 weeks of research. Now, nobody else does that. This company works for companies like Caterpillar and big companies, not mom and pop laundromats like ourselves. And we took a chance because it might not have worked. It might have been a waste of money, but it did work. And what we've been able to do is leverage that website that we have designed. And now for about $2,000, we're able to localize it for you. Now, when I say localize it for you, we're still putting in 45 hours into each customer's website of ours to localize it, find out the keywords in your area, and to help it rank very well, for you. In addition, if you have an existing website, they spend 8 hours seeing what is working on your website and transferring over what's working to the new website so you don't lose your rankings. So that's very important. You never just want to switch websites and without doing that research and linking and all that stuff to the new one, so you don't lose your search ranking. Now, just to kind of demonstrate that, because everybody could say we do really good websites, I'm going to show you actual incognito searches. And for interest of time, I already did these searches ahead of time. This is incognito, so that way Google doesn't say, hey, I like Super Suds, because I'm always going to my own, Super Suds website. This is incognito, so it doesn't know who I am. And I'm going over this because your web presence is the driving factor. I'm kind of setting the table for what we're going to be talking about later. Because if people can't find you online, you're going to be missing the wave of new customers. And I'm going to show you where those new customers are. So I just wanted to show you rent-a-car service near LAX airport. And you could see these companies are jockeying for position. So if they get listed up here, they get a whole bunch of business. Rank 1 gets double the amount as rank 2 and triple the amount as rank 3. And you know that they've got a whole marketing team watching this and saying, why aren't we number 1? And it's because it's like winners take all. And nobody's going to page 2. And Avis, and they've got a lot of money, they're down here. How many people are going to scroll down to Avis? So I just want to reiterate the importance of your web ranking because it's everything. I mean, the alternative, if you can't do the web ranking, or if you want to do the web ranking and something else, is online advertising. But that gets very, very expensive. That's about $2 to $3 a click. And we do that, but we get more business just because of our organic web ranking than we do all our paid advertising. You want to go organic because otherwise your customer acquisition cost is very expensive. So we help our clients do really well because for the most part, they're ranked quite well in their areas. This is Wash and Fold near Long Beach. So I did a search for Wash and Fold near Long Beach. These are the ads I was talking about. So if I click there, that'll charge them $2 or $3, or it'll charge us $2 or $3 just for one click. And 3 clicks later, you might blow through your $10 a day budget and you're done for that day. So that's why you don't want to depend just on ads. So if I scroll down, you'll see Super Suds is listed number 1. number 2. Then I scroll down some more, Super Suds, Super Suds. So we are getting over 1,200 organic hits to our website. And it's probably even more now, which we'll get into a little bit later. But we're getting a lot of hits, and we're not even paying for it. We just have a really good website. And it's not just us. Sometimes we get flack for, hey, that's just Super Suds. You guys are unique. It's not. We've helped out a whole bunch of customers. So I did wash and fold near California, just as a litmus test, just to show you how well so here's Super Suds. Let me go to the top. Okay, so we're listed number 1. Now I scroll down. Yelp is usually 1 and 2. Rinse Super Suds is here. Coast Laundry, that's one of our clients. Superior Laundry, that's one of our clients. So we got 3 people to the front page of California. This is a search for wash and fold and pick up near Virginia, and this is our client. Okay, so in any case, we've got one of our clients is listed number 2 for the entire state of Virginia, and so that's pretty incredible. And so his business has over quadrupled. All right, and then I could just keep going. And Virginia is a state of 8 million people. Here's another one, wash and fold near Staten Island, and they're listed number 1. Another person for Rochester, New York, laundry pickup, and they're listed number 1 and number 2. So we've been able to do that. So let me go ahead and move on. Bottom line is the websites we provide are amazing, and you get what you pay for. So you're leveraging your money because it costs about $2,000 for us, and you're really getting a $30,000 website plus about 10 years of R&D where we've been improving upon it. So here's what we're going to be talking about. Okay, so over here, this is one of the reasons why we're doing the webinar, is just across Facebook, you see these messages of people who are having dramatic drops in sales. The person on the left, 40% drop in sales. Another person, wash and fold, is going down 20, 25%. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a poll. Okay, let's go ahead and ask, which services do you offer? Self-serve, in-store wash and fold, pickup and delivery, or dry cleaning? Or I'm a dry cleaner. And you'd be surprised. There's something very interesting here that I'll be going over real soon. So the answers are coming in. All right, so we got about half of the people voted. So I'm going to go ahead and hit close, and I'm going to go ahead and share the results. Okay, so we've got a bunch of people who are doing self-serve. Let's see, we've got people doing and then pickup and delivery. We've got about half. Okay, and then we got about 10% that are dry cleaners. Now, dry cleaners are getting hit really, really hard right now. It's very sad because people are not going into work, and a lot of them are open now just 3 days a week because it's too expensive to turn on the boilers and be fully staffed when there's just not enough business. So it's more important than ever to be picking up dry cleaning, sending it over to them, and also if you are doing pickup and delivery, and then also just understand that there's a disruption in the supply chain in a sense, and it may take longer to get the clothes back from the dry cleaner. In any case, a lot of you are doing, almost everybody is doing wash and fold, but not everybody is doing pickup and delivery. So I think that you're going to get a lot from this webinar. We'll go ahead and, okay, so this right over here, this is the total number of orders that we have at our laundromat. And this is why I rushed to get this webinar out here to share this information with you. Sorry, it took 15 minutes to get to the point. But if I could truncate this entire webinar into 30 seconds or 5 seconds, there's a tremendous number of new customers looking for pickup and delivery. That's it. There's more new customers looking for this. The customer base is growing. There's more than ever before, okay? And of course, this is affected by different regions, and your specific locale may be different, but I've talked to a lot of people across the country that are experiencing the same thing we are. What you're looking at right here is from Super Suds, which is the total number of residential pickup and delivery orders per month. Now, the purple is 2016, and you could see, and even before what's happening right now, this was still the fastest growing segment of our laundromat, is pickup and delivery. So it went up from like 50 orders to the next year 200, and and then it jumped up again, and then it jumped up again, okay? So this is today. So over 4 years, you could see what's going on. So people are doing pickup and delivery. They've known about this. That's why everybody talks about it, but not everybody, quote, wants to do it. But it is where the money's at. And then what's happening is now more than ever, people are looking to do this. It's a growing trend. We used to average 1 new pickup and delivery customer per day. Now we're doing about 5. Actually, today we have 5 new pickup and delivery customers. 5, just today. So it's growing a lot, and I'll go ahead and show you some more slides on that as far as what's happening. So what's happening is people are at home, they're scheduling it, but the key is you can't just rest on your laurels. If you have a strong pickup and delivery business, you may still be shedding some of your existing loyal clientele. So remember, it's not pickup and delivery is just growing. There's a bunch of new pickup and delivery customers. So you still need a very good mousetrap, in a sense, that brings these people in. They need to be able to find you online. Somebody just asked a question as far as how much does the website and all that stuff cost. The whole package for the website, the hardware, the software, all that stuff, the upfront is $5,000. We split that up into 2 payments. And then if you're doing in-store and pickup and delivery, it's $350 per month. It's less if you're just doing in-store. So about $11 a day, and you got a whole new business. All right. Over here, this is hot off the press. This came out just yesterday. And these are some snippets from our marketing report from our people who help us with our online marketing. So this is Super Suds online marketing report. Phone calls, and these are paid ads, okay? Phone calls from paid ads increased 127% year over year. Okay, so we're able to track that, and more people are calling the laundry than ever before. Number 2, website engagement has increased 71%. They're not just hitting and running, they're like gathering information and scheduling pickups, things like that. Number 3, 47% increase in orders from last year. We're talking about pickup and delivery. Number 4, orders from all website traffic has increased 29% compared to the first half of March. Now, our stay-at-home order happened on March 19th, so that's why it went up 29%. So since the stay-at-home order came in, 29% increase. One thing is, I was just talking to somebody who just signed up earlier this week, and she goes, well, how could it make that much if we have to drive and pick up the order? I guess we just have to make it up with volume, meaning we're picking up a whole bunch of orders. And she had no idea because, how would she? It turns out that the average pickup and delivery order is almost twice as much as an in-store wash and fold order. So that's very interesting. Our average, and this is at $1.65 per pound, our average in-store order is $38. And the average pickup and delivery order is $69. Now, why is that? People have different theories on that. One is it's just easier to take a whole bunch of clothes to your front door than it is to lug it to the laundromat. The other reason is it's kind of like trash day or laundry day. You just you just empty it all out and you go room to room and you take all the laundry out, you put it by the front door. So it's just easier for customers to give you more clothes. So I just want you to keep that in mind when you're doing your revenue projections. Pickup and delivery is profitable. That's why people are doing it. Now, I've got a pickup and delivery webinar that you can find on curbsidelaundries.com. So this is all about pickup and delivery. It goes more into the nitty gritty. I'm going to give you the 30-second elevator pitch that basically tells you what that whole webinar is about. Number 1, you need a good website to draw traffic to your website, because without traffic, there's nobody there. So you need to get people to your website. Number 2, you need a slide, a real easy way for people to schedule a laundry pickup. That's it. So what we have on our website is this button that says schedule a pickup, and that comes with all the websites that we provide. At our laundromat, as soon as we added that button to our website, our pickup and delivery business went up 30%. So it's transformative. And if you're just using an online dummy form, or you have to call into the laundromat to schedule a pickup, you know, a lot of people just aren't going to do that because they're not going to trust their credit card over the phone with somebody, or they could just tell if it's a web app or if it's an online form that's going to get emailed to some stranger. Okay, so people are versed, people understand what online security looks like, and you need something that invokes trust, something that's professional. This is at our laundromat. What you're looking at here is on the top left, this is a report from our software that shows how many new customers you're bringing in per month. Actually, this is a 2-week period. So in 2 weeks, we brought in 8 brand new pickup and delivery customers. So about 1 every 2 days. Now, during the same time period, after the coronavirus, which I even hate saying that word, I don't like it, we brought in 41 brand new pickup and delivery customers. We didn't change our marketing budget. We didn't change our website. We didn't do nothing. We brought in 41 new people. And each one of these people is going to spend over $520 per year. So when you see 41 new customers spending $500 per year, that is better than waiting for some check from the government that may or may not come. I just wanted to highlight that. That is what we were experiencing. And again, I did get some flack. Hey, that's just super Suds. You guys are unique. No, we are not unique. This is one of our clients over in New York. He self-described himself as at ground zero, and it's horrific what's going on over there. And he gave me permission to use this information. This is his pickup and delivery schedule that you're looking at. Initially, he was actually about half as much, and I said to him, I'm like, hey, if you want, I could just make your business hum. And he goes, yeah, let's do it. So we sent out, I'll get into a little bit later, but there's some things you could do to boost your business, reaching out to people by text message or email, and boom, his numbers almost doubled, and he was already doing way better than he was before. He was using a service where they were taking like a big chunk of his revenue. He was doing the laundry for somebody else, and he just stopped that. Because why give up a percentage of your revenue when you could be busy on your own and make the whole enchilada? So but regardless, the part I want to focus on is this is the definition of the stay-at-home economy in New York. And pickup and delivery is where it's at. And if he was just dependent upon in-store wash and fold, he'd be not doing quite so hot because people don't want to leave their homes. All right, so this is the same person, a text message. And I said, you're kicking butt. And he said, all thanks to you and Curbside. So we're helping out a lot of people across the country stay afloat and excel in different parts of their business. This is just more Facebook posts, people kind of talking about the same thing, which is like right over here, down, overall business is down, but lots of new customers. So that's the same phenomenon that we're experiencing. Yeah, we do have a lot of parts of our business that's down, but pickup and delivery has been our saving grace. This over here is the number of new pickup and delivery customers this is showing from basically a year ago. Like last month, 73 new customers. So basically in about a 3-week period, we brought in 73 new customers, kind of the same story. Right over here is the business units. This part is very important. So one thing just wanted to highlight is we've got different business units. If you're looking at your overall business as just up or down, you're looking at things wrong. And so it's important to look at each individual business unit of your laundry business, which is you got self-serve, you have in-store wash and fold, you have commercial, and you have pickup and delivery. So under self-serve, that's, for us, it's down. I mean, it's still holding strong, it's still making a lot of money, but it is down. And everybody's experiencing different things. Some people are charging extra for hot water, and that's been helping them because a lot of people want hot water to kill the virus, but it's kind of across the board. I'm going to go ahead and open up a poll saying, how is business? If you're up, go ahead and mention that you're up. If you're the same or down, this is anonymous, and then we'll go ahead and share the results as a collective group. All right, so we have about half the people who've voted, actually about 60%. I'm going to go ahead and close it. So it looks like most people are down about 25%. The screen for me is really small, so I can't see it. But yeah, I mean, everybody's hurting. All right, there's some people who are up, God bless them. But yeah, I mean, across the board, people are, it's tough. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go ahead and close that poll. And so rather than looking at your entire business as down, what is more helpful is to say, okay, my self-serve is this, my in-store wash and fold is that. And so let's go ahead and look at the individual units. Our in-store wash and fold, the red is last year and the blue is this year. So compared to last year, we are way down. But don't forget, this is just halfway through the month, but given current projections, we're going to be at 200 orders instead of 500 orders. So if we were just living and dying by a wash and fold, we'd be like, oh my gosh, business is down 60% or so. That's rough. And then what about our commercial accounts? This is an in-store drop-offs by commercial accounts, and we have one so far in April. Holy moly. And we used to do about like 15 grand per month in commercial. All right, so what is the silver lining? Oh, that's why we're all here. It's pickup and delivery. This is our driver schedule right over here. And on Tuesday, we had 42 pickups. So 42 laundry pickups. The average order size is $70. This right over here, this is Rachel Hollis, and I'll get through this pretty quickly. She has this YouTube channel, you know, and she's written some inspirational books, and she said, I don't just want to survive this thing. I want to use this time and accomplish something. And I think that's very important. There's this tendency in us to either fight or flight, to hunker down or to adapt. And what she's saying is, we don't just want to like survive this thing. There's some part, and your overall business may be down even with pickup and delivery, but you could still grow that pickup and delivery now. And then when this is all over, you'll get all that business you lost and all your new customers. You'll be better off than you were before. So I just found it very inspirational. This, even without what's going on right now, pickup and delivery was still a shooting star, meaning it was just getting bigger and bigger all the time. But now it's growing even faster than it was before. And, you know, we just bought a new van. We've got 3, actually now 4. And my dad says, let's go buy another van. And I'm like, what? You know, like, you know, the in-store is down and this is down. And he's like, yeah, a new van, $600. You know, they're doing interest only. They're, you know, because, and so if we get a van for $600, you're basically buying a new laundry service mobile laundromat for $600. And we could go service a whole nother area. So it's like, he's like, you can't think small. So while a lot of people are hunkering down, there are a lot of people keeping a clear head and growing that way. But there are people out there who are going between fear and panic. And or you may know somebody in that situation. And one thing I've found very helpful is if you start going down a bad line of thinking, just to stop and look at what's going on around you. And I have a feeling right around you, things are all right. You know, there's a lot to be thankful for. Not worry about what could happen, but just look at today. This is from Marcus Luttrell, Navy SEAL, saying, I hope it's a great day. Never let anything, including a virus, make you fear being alive. We are in this together, and together we will come out stronger than when this is all over. When a fight comes our way, we will fight and do not be afraid. Nothing is more powerful than the spirit you have inside of you. It wants to stay alive, so never quit. And this is just somebody else saying, time to step up. It's not a spectator sport. So, you know, again, if you're on the fence on pickup and delivery, you know, maybe you could hunker down, or you could decide to, you know, that's the area where the business is growing. This is somebody who has 6 fancy hotels in Florida right on the beach, and he has 2 guests out of all of his hotels. He's not in the essential business. He's in the tourism business, and you could bet he'd be fighting tooth and nail if you know, to keep it all. So it's, you know, this right over here, this is one of our clients, Colleen. She's over in Seattle, so they're in the thick of things. And she said, like, you know, we are scared, but they're fighting through it. and she is a fighter, and she's, you know, she was one of the first to adopt, you know, limiting number of people coming into the laundromat. And she has also started doing curbside service, meaning she just takes the clothes from the sidewalk, puts it in for wash and fold, and then she puts it directly in their trunk when it's ready to, so that way people don't even have to go into the store. But then she found customers were asking her, could you pick it up from my house? And so that's something that she's getting into pickup and delivery. She's adapting her business and meeting the customer where they want to be met. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a poll as far as how many people received the SBA loan. And so you may have received it, you may have not, or you didn't apply. So we'll wait for that to come in. So yeah, this is something everybody's asking about. Hey, did you actually get the money? About 60% of the people voted. So I'm going to go ahead and close that poll. Most people have not received it. Some people have. But keep in mind the percentages are a little bit off because some people didn't apply. So you just have to kind of take that into account. So I'd say 2/3 of people did not receive it, 1/3 did. And it's possible that 2/3, it may arrive anytime. One thing is the SBA loan is helpful, but it's not the answer, okay, because the government runs out of money. There's only so much out there. So this, I heard George Foreman being interviewed by Bill Handel on the radio, and Bill Handel asked him, he said, how is it that you became so successful when all these other boxers made millions and millions of dollars and they lost it all? And this guy, he stayed focused and he started a business. He did all these things. And one thing George Foreman said is always be earning. Okay, so that's very important. You need to always be earning. You know, if you get that check for $8,000, that'll come and go. But if you have revenue coming in, that's really what it's all about. Over here, this is employee safety. This is the most important part of the webinar, just keeping your employees safe. One thing you'll notice, we do have a lot of employees, and we don't have any turnover anymore. Why is that? Because there aren't that many jobs out there anymore. So our employees are very thankful to have the job, which creates more of an obligation than ever for us to take care of them and give them whatever resources we can to help them keep safe. Because they're working maybe because they have to or whatever, and you can't take advantage of that. You have to provide them the right resources. Another thing, just kind of a random thing, is on the truck, you'll notice we have a call to action. So we don't just say Super Suds, we say schedule your laundry pickup at this number at that web address. So as far as employee safety, there's some things you could do. Latex gloves, masks, visors. And some of the visors, they just protect it for the air, but they're also important so you don't rub your eyes. And then we also have you could get one of these shields for $100 or so. So you could put that on your counter just to prevent, breathing, just to give an extra barrier. I've seen this more at grocery stores, just to help protect your employees as well. So these are just some things you could do, and you need to be very aggressive in ordering these. You can't just order masks from one place, and the masks are hard to get. You can't just order masks from one place and say, oh, woe's me, the order got canceled 2 weeks later. You just order from one place, order from another. Just make sure you have supplies. Another thing is provide your employees with a letterhead, with a letter explaining that your employee is, if you have a stay-at-home order, letting them know that, that they are working for an essential business. And if you have a printout from your local or state legislator saying laundromats are an essential business, go ahead and staple that to it. And this is more applicable to some of the places where some employees are getting pulled over on their way to work saying, what are you doing on the road? So this is just something you want to prepare for. Over here, customer safety. Number one is keeping the machines clean. And number two is limiting the number of people inside the laundromat. So you could post a sign on the door that says something to the effect of put your clothes inside and then go ahead and put your clothes inside and then wait in your car or wait outside and come back to move it to the dryer. So that's something people are doing. I'm looking forward to looking at this picture and just saying, hey, it looks like a lot of people are having fun versus thinking, whoa, they're breaking the rules of social distancing. So this is customer safety. This is actually another reason to do pickup and delivery, because wouldn't you rather have to bring the laundry to the laundromat without the people? So that's just another way of doing it, and that actually helps keep your employees safe as well. 2, you need to update your website. And there's 2 things on your website you need to update. And one is letting people know you're open. The number one phone call we're getting, and you're probably getting, is, are you open? So this is just an essential thing, letting people know. The second thing on your website that people care about is safety. What are you doing to keep your place clean? What safety precautions are you doing for your employees and for them as well? So just communicating what you're doing. That's, very important. One thing in our software that we have that's very important is a welcome message. The welcome message goes out to all brand new pickup and delivery customers. And we use this to let our customers know about our contact-free pickup process. So we do contact-free pickup and delivery. So what does that mean? That basically means our software automatically texts the customer that the driver's on their way and he'll be there in 15 minutes. Please leave, and then we tell them to leave their clothes out in front of their door. We pick up the clothes. Our software automatically sends out a text message saying, Super Suds picked up your laundry. Here's your order number. So that's very helpful. And then as far as delivery, we say the driver's on their way, they'll be there in 15 minutes, and then it'll say Super Suds has delivered your order. We put it in front of their door, ring the doorbell, and we go. So there's no human-to-human interaction. It's all contact-free, and it makes people feel very safe and secure. We tell people the process in the new welcome message. Now, this is something interesting as well. We got preferred payment options. There used to be a lot of talk about what's going to take over credit cards. Is it Apple Pay? Is it, Android Pay? Is it this or is it that? It turns out the number one payment preference is keeping your credit card on file. Now, think about it. If you have your credit card on file with one company, say like Papa John's Pizza, you're probably more likely to call them than call somebody else. And that's because you don't have to give somebody your credit card. And this is actually one of the reasons why a lot of restaurants are not able to adapt. They're used to swiping the card, and they don't have, and even if they offer pickup and delivery, nobody wants to give them the credit card over the phone. So our software keeps the credit card information on file. We don't actually store the credit card information. It's stored with Authorize.net, which is owned by Visa. But bottom line for the customer is over half of our in-store customers for Wash and Fold have the credit card on file. They don't even have to open up their wallet or change currency or touch that signing pad, none of that. And then for pickup and delivery, it's the same thing. So it just makes the customer sticky to you versus somebody else. This is one of our clients, and they're doing the curbside drop-off. And you could see right over here, this is one of the text messages our software automatically sends out to the customer saying that their order is ready for pickup. Another thing that could help your search ranking is a YouTube video. And if you put that on your website, that helps out quite a bit as well. So Google loves referring content that has video. So that's just something that can help you excel. This is just showing our commercial accounts. I got to speed up because there's still a lot left. But basically, our commercial accounts took a big nosedive. And in fact, I got a phone call just on Wednesday from somebody who had he's got like a $750,000 a month, per year route. A lot of it was commercial. And just a few years ago, he moved into residential pickup and delivery. And so now his commercial is like gone away, but the saving grace is the residential, and he's noticing the exact same patterns we're talking about, which is he's getting a whole bunch of new guys. Okay, so it's important to be diversified and adapt. So this is our residential in-store. We basically dropped from about 500 orders down to 100, and it's mid-month, so it'll go up to 200. but still, a lot of people don't want to go into the store. They'd rather you pick up the order. One thing we do that our software allows us to do, which is great, is it allows us, when somebody does come into the laundromat, because our software does both in-store and pickup and delivery, we convert those in-store people to delivery. We let them know, hey, we could deliver this home to you. And they're excited about that. And then they turn into pickup and delivery customers, and then they wind up spending about twice as much money per order. So it's a win-win. They get to stay at home, and we make a little bit more. So another reason to use the same software for in-store versus pickup and delivery. This is the number of residential pickup and delivery orders at our laundromat, and it's a 22% increase over last month. And that's even with losing some customers. The new customers are more than making up for it. This is a breakdown of in-store versus pickup and delivery. So this is, again, our software has tons of reports so you can better understand your business. And so you're not speculating, you know exactly what to focus on. So what you're looking at is the orange is pickup and delivery. And so in 2019, pickup and delivery was 37% of the total number of orders. And in-store wash and fold was 59%. Fast forward 1 year later, and the 36 pickup and delivery, went up by a whole bunch. And now it's 55% of the total number of orders. And our in-store dropped from 60% down to 40%, and it's going to drop even more because, this data is constantly changing and more people are doing pickup and delivery. So we're glad we're diversified and we're doing pickup and delivery. One thing to keep in mind is the pickup and delivery orders are bigger. These are just the number of pickup and delivery orders, not the total revenue. It turns out delivery is 70% or 69. It's 70% of our total wash and fold revenue. So even though it's 55% the number of orders, from a dollar point of view, it's 70% of our business. We're very thankful we're doing pickup and delivery. Now, what is this blue? That basically means somebody comes into the laundromat to drop off their wash and fold, and we drive it home to them after it's clean. So they drop it off in person, and then our driver delivers it to their home. And that's one of the reasons, too, why you need the same software for in-store versus pickup and delivery, because this is a growing section, and you don't want to lose out on that slice of the pie. So here's the number of pickup and delivery customers, new delivery customers. 1 year ago, during the same time period, we brought in 30 new customers. Fast forward 1 year later, after the stay-at-home order, and we've got 73 new customers during the exact same time period. So it's like a 2.5 times the number of new customers. That's where the growth is happening. So these are some reasons why you need the same software for in-store as pickup and delivery. And one, it's a lot easier to train your employees on one system than 2 systems. Number 2, it's easier to track production and workload. So we could see how many pounds everybody is laundering. We could see what's coming in. If we had to check 2 different systems to see the total number of pounds that we need to process or work on or look at any reports or accounting or any of that stuff, it just gets clunky. And one thing, we're able to staff exactly now because our software is in the cloud. We could access it from anywhere, and we know exactly how many people we need to work. We also, a big thing is the crossover between in-store and pickup and delivery. So our software keeps track of their payment information and laundry preferences. So there's no difference between an in-store and pickup and delivery. Our software tracks it all, and they don't have to create a new account or anything like that. So you got a single database, which makes it great to use for marketing. So you could upsell your in-store pickup and delivery customers and get them to do pickup and delivery. We just added 2 new reports to our software. These are helping our clients make a whole bunch of more money. And so this is, I'm getting a lot of questions about how does the software handle pickup and delivery, like could we do a demo? I want to keep this big picture. We could do a software demo later as far as the ins and outs, how it works. I just want to keep big picture. All right, so over here, we've got prospective pickup and delivery customer list. Now, what does that mean? So when somebody goes to our software and they go to your web app and they tap schedule pickup, and they put in their information. It turns out for everybody who places an order, 2 or 3 people don't. And it's in every industry. It's called abandoning the shopping cart. Basically, they went through the ordering process, but when we asked for the credit card information, they bounced. Okay, so that information is so valuable. And now our software tells you exactly who created an account but didn't place an order. So you can reach out to them, give them a promo code, or just remind them, and those people turn into customers. Not all, but a lot. And then number 2, we got a customer data export, which I'll show you. And 1, it helps you back up your information, but 2, you could use that for marketing purposes as well. So this right over here is a prospective pickup and delivery customer list from Super Suds. So you could see in 1 month, in April, we brought in, actually this is less than a month, from April 1st to April 12th, we brought in 60 people, created an account online, but didn't place an order. So by the end of the month, we'll have over 120, probably 150. So that's 150 people we got names and numbers for that we could turn into customers. So that is the best lead source you could imagine, because they've already been to your website. They just need a little nudging. So you just want to make sure whatever solution you go with, you're able to reach these people, because that's a great lead source. And if you're relying on people picking up the phone and placing an order, or you have a dummy web form on your website just where they just fill it out like an online form, you're not getting these leads. And these are money. Each person who turns into a customer is $520. It is worthwhile reaching out to these people. Here's a company data, customer data export. And this is all the customers. And you just tap Excel, it saves an Excel file. And later on, we're going to have like automated marketing built in. But we just want to get you this information in the meantime so you can reach out to them using text or email. And we provide guidance as far as exactly how to do that. You'll also notice on the right-hand side it says delivery. So you could sort this list and say, just show me the in-store customers, because we want to reach out to them and tell them about our new contact-free pickup and delivery service. Or you can reach out to people you haven't reached for a while. So we have like 5,800 people who've been wash and fold customers sometime between now and in the past. That is an amazing lead source. And it also shows you data is king, because that information is so, so valuable. Because especially with pickup and delivery, you could do it from anywhere. And so those names and numbers are gold. So one thing, that's data is king. And the bottom part is own your data, do not mortgage your future. Now, what does that mean? There's a lot of companies out there that know pickup and delivery is where it's at. That's where the money is. That's a growing sector in the market. It's not a secret. They're basically having you do the laundry while they get the customer. And they may be taking anywhere from like 5% to 25% of your gross revenue too. But even beyond that, the sin is they own the customer. And so you're not building up your business, you're building up your competition. You might be making some money on the way, but at some point, they might find somebody who's willing to do the laundry for less, and they could take all that business and send it somewhere else. And you're basically mortgaging your future. There's no reason to it costs you a lot of money to open up your laundromat, to buy all those machines. You spent a lot of money, you're paying the lease, you're taking the risk. And usually when you take the risk, you should get the reward. So don't let somebody have you take the risk and they get the reward. Forget it. You want to own your customers. This is another way of getting free PR. And this is very, very helpful, and it's easy to do. So every town has a local newspaper, I think, and so they have online editions, they have the printed version, and you could call them. Everybody's looking for a story. Some of our clients are getting interviewed by major newspapers, and they're looking for a positive story. So if you're doing pickup and delivery, and you're doing contact free, and you're taking a lot of steps to protect your employees, that is good stuff to share with your customer, to share with the newspapers, and get some free PR, and get them to schedule pickup and deliveries on your website. And then over here, we got the Curbside Laundry's member-only Facebook page, where we share different ideas like this, and we're all looking out for each other to help each other grow and increase our business. So I'm just about finished. We've got this right over here is the enhanced routing that's coming out very soon. It's going to be doing a whole bunch of stuff. One is it's very touch friendly because over 90% of your customers are scheduling pickup and deliveries on their phones. And right now we have like a calendar that you choose from. Well, we're making it touch friendly. So you could see the new buttons down below where they just tap, 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 and they're able to schedule their pickups and their deliveries, and it just works. The second part, we're adding weekly and bi-weekly pickups. So that's like a subscription. And then you come by once a week or once every 2 weeks. And so that's very important. It's just like trash day or laundry day. You know, this is just some way of getting people in the habit. They don't have to go back to your website. They don't have to schedule a pickup. It's just automatic. We're going to add the ability to have pickup only days and delivery only days, meaning maybe you just pick up the clothes on Monday and you deliver it on Wednesday. This is also very important if you want to expand into new territories and you don't want to go there 7 days a week, or you're just starting up and you don't want to do it 7 days a week. This is just a terrific way of setting the schedule, creating a route. Also, we're adding route optimization. So the software will automatically create a map, tell you the best order of all the different locations to go to, or it'll put the destinations on a map. So right now you've got a list of your different destinations, but now it's going to be much more organized and streamlined. Then we're also adding multiple zones, meaning you could service one area just on Mondays and Wednesdays, and then a whole different city or town on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So this, in essence, allows you to double your reach without having to hire more staff or buy more vehicles. So that one vehicle could service one town far to the east on these days and one town far to the west on those days. So the multiple zones is really important as you grow your business and you want to expand. We also are giving you the ability to create your own time slots and what zones to service. And we have overbooking protection, which is very important because you could actually set a limit if you want. So if your maximum number of pickups is a certain number, it makes sure that you don't overbook. And that way you could keep your pickup or delivery promise. So that, and then so say like we have a whole bunch of pickups between 8 a.m. and 12 p.m. and we can't do any more, it automatically removes this option and it'll just show 12 to 4. So it makes it where it's just the times that are available get shown to the customer and the times that are not available are no longer displayed. And also the touch-friendly interface. Constantly making our software better. We're investing about $30,000 a month, every month, to make our software better because it's a living and breathing thing. It just keeps getting better. And that's something I want to touch upon as well, is one of the reasons we do charge $350 per month is because we're constantly investing in our software. And there's also a lot of hosting costs. We host it with Microsoft Azure to help ensure that it's always up. And it sends out emails and text messages, and we're monitoring them all, and we're doing a lot of work. Now, what you don't want to pay monthly on is when you're buying a CD-ROM, inside of a cardboard box. So if you're buying software that's stale, that's not getting updated on a regular basis, you do not want to pay monthly. And I mention that because we've had a number of people who got stuck in a 3-year agreement at like $100 a month or $85 a month, and they're like, I don't want to pay for 2 different things, and they're using software that's in a box, and it's like, why are you paying $100 a month for that? Because it really shouldn't be. So I just want to reiterate, if you are online, then it makes sense to pay monthly. If you're not, you may want to think twice. And one of the reasons, I'd say the top reason to be online, meaning your software's online where you could access it from anywhere, is because that's how customers schedule their orders. They're using their phone, they're tapping schedule pickup, so it's like an online salesperson working for your laundromat 24/7 accepting new orders. So it makes sense to be online so people could place orders. And so that's really a key component. Another thing, just wanted to encourage people to stay connected. So we got the Laundromat Owner Showcase just a few months ago. They were at like 800 members. Now they're at 1,400. So it's a thriving group Laundromat Owners is a great group as well. We also have the Curbside Laundries page. But I think the main thing I just want to leave off with is there's hope. There is places in this market. This is the stay-at-home economy, and if you're opening up a pizza shop and you required everybody to come to your pizza shop to pick up their pizza, you're not going to do as well as a pizza shop where they deliver the pizza. And the laundry is the same thing. You're going to do better when you are able to pick up the clothes from the customer and deliver the clothes freshly folded to the customer as well. If you'd like to schedule a demo or just chat or talk about laundry, see if it's the right thing for you, you could go curbsidelaundries.com, tap the demo button. I will say we're able to do about 3 websites per week, so we are inundated. But we do have a way of getting people up and running in about 2 weeks. The website itself takes about 60 days to get out, but we have ways where you could get going in about 2 weeks. But I highly recommend, if you do the demo, like as far as right now, I would only do it if you're like ready to go now, just because there are a lot of people who are just still researching or hemming and hawing and all that stuff, but you don't want to take up a spot for somebody who wants to like help their laundromat today. So we do want to hear from you, or you could just say, hey, this could wait. But if you do need immediate assistance, or this is something you want to do sooner than later, go ahead and do the demo form. Let us know it's time sensitive because we want to help out. So anyways, I hope this has been helpful to help highlight where the growth is at in today's market. I just find it's a lot more productive to stay. It's nice to be able to focus on something productive than to just watch the commercial part of your business drop or this part of the business be uncertain. This is something that is important. You're serving the community. You're increasing safety because you're bringing the laundry there without the people. And so I just think this is a worthwhile venture, but it's also a personal decision based on yourself if that's something you'd like to do for both you and your team. But we do look forward to chatting and hope that this has been helpful. Thank you.